Hi, we are the team number 37, and we're going to present now the answer of our questions.
Well, the first question we're going to address is the ethical dilemma. The ethical dilemma was talked about this farm where they produced pigs, and the way they treat them is not the best way to treat animals. So animal preservation. I don't know what's the word, but whatever. But whatever. They were arguing that the situation in which pigs were being treated was not okay. It is important to review a little bit of these. Pigs were kept in cages for long periods, and they weren't able to move, and they were just used for reproduction. So, well,
Besides, it could be an interesting um, experiment to know if these conditions in which the pigs live could affect newborn pigs and through them affect human life. So
And also because, well, if we think in the long term, perhaps those conditions they're living in, which are not natural, can damage their species or damage the genetical structure of the pigs, and that can be a real problem if we don't stop it like right now, and if we let it become bigger.
Well, as a team, I would recommend that those industries have a certification so that pigs can live or can be treated well on the process of production.
and it is also important to say that in order to analyze this question, we evaluated it from both perspectives. So we understand that the firm or the farm is trying to make or produce more of their product with less costs, and that's why they are using this system of caging the pigs. But we also think that the way they're doing it might affect the company long term, due to the important tendency that we're living nowadays of organic products and pro environment firms. So they must go along with those tendencies as well and think about their long term benefits.
Yes.
At the end, the culture of the company is not very ethical according for the treatment the animals are receiving. So if they want to have a better impact on the environment and the industry they're working in, they should treat better the animals that at the end is the main value of their business, and habilitate a space that allows them to have a better lifestyle.
Because also we discussed and we agreed that we know many people that has become to vegetarianism or veganism because of all the documentals that they see about how the animals are treated, not only pigs but all other species.
So all in all, we believe that the firm must have a more ethical way of treating their animals and still try to produce more and reduce costs. Well, we're now going to talk about the second part of the video, and that's this is actually the video that talks about Wheeled Coach. That's a firm that produces ambulances. And the first question is, why do you think major auto manufacturers don't build ambulances?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that the market of ambulance is a small market because it's a specific market that required the level of design and manufacturing of these products is very detailed, and the market is small in countries.
We also think that the major automobile manufacturers are trying to standardize their process to have a standardized process, and ambulances require a part of customization that won't be cost efficient for major auto manufacturers.
it is important to mention that this also well has an inconvenience that is high cost. That's why big manufacturers don't specialize ambulance.
Yes, because big manufacturers would have to change their whole business models in order to provide customized products such as these ambulances.
And as well, ambulances have a very specific niche market, and that will, if auto manufacturers started building ambulances, they will not be able to focus entirely in such a specific market. So they will be giving less attention to the other things that that maybe are the ones that create the most value to the firms or manufacturers.
We also believe that the niche market that demands these products, ambulances, are very demand really high quality and high technology of the company. That it would only not increase the cost of it, but also the time and it would affect the whole line processes of the company.
The next question is, what is an alternative process strategy to the assembly line that Real Coach currently uses? And we've agreed that that's the work cells that enable the company to customize or give specific or produce specific tasks and mix that with the assembly line.
Well, also we like to say that provide a wide variety of options and an engineering staff accustomed to innovation and the custom design.
Yeah.
The last question is choose one process performed by Wild Coach. Use one of the 5 tools of process analysis and present and describe it in detail the process, then explain how the process might be improved.
We chose the flow chart where we graphically explained how the process of getting things done in the work cell and bringing them to the standardized to the assembly line works. So basically what they do first is the workers on the work cells meet the specifications of each ambulance according to the daily work order, and then they produce, for example, in this case, the example is the wiring. So they produce the wiring, and then they run a test of wiring, and when the ambulance is ready in the exact point on the assembly line for the installation of the wiring, they bring the wires to the ambulance, and then they install them, and they wait until they're tested, and then the ambulance can continue to the next step on the assembly line.